Yo, why this shit never got an Oscar? I mean, it got not Oscar nominated, but why didn't it receive any awards? This shit was damn near reality TV in a film. This was so accurate to what the fuck was really going on in the hood. Like, my nigga, there's shit like that. Like, yo, my nigga, niggas just do shit just to do shit. In a sense. Because look at what these niggas was doing in Boys in the Hood when the Paru niggas and the woke niggas was getting at it. That Fizz nigga, the red car niggas, feel me? I ain't trying to spoil. Well, fuck that. The red car niggas, the nigga who ended up shooting Ricky in the back. Rest in peace to that nigga. That nigga died a crazy, horrific death. If you want, Google that nigga. His name is Lloyd Avery II. Yo, rest in peace to that nigga. Dead ass, bro. Because the way how he got taken out, damn, my nigga. Don't nobody mama want to hear that shit, my nigga. Don't nobody daddy want to hear that shit. Like, the way how he left. But back to the film and shit. Yo, this movie was clearly accurate to what the fuck was going on. And you know what's the illest shit about this film? The same shit that was going on 20 years ago is the same shit going on now, bro. That speaks volumes, my nigga. That speaks volumes. What the fuck did niggas learn? What did our OGs learn? If the same shit that's going on from 91 is going on in 2017, what the fuck? Did niggas not even pay attention? I really wonder sometimes, like, back then, niggas was watching movies the wrong way, my nigga. Like, a nigga watch a film, instead of learning from that film, a nigga try to imitate that shit. G's like, nah, nigga, you are not Doughboy. You are not Old Dog. You are not Scarface. You are not Tommy Buns, my nigga. These are actors in a film. The whole world is make-believe. Granted, there's some parts of it where you could connect and feel like you relate to, but this shit is make-believe. My nigga, this shit is, oh man, I'm going sidetrack, but yeah. Why this film was never, it never received the Oscar is beyond me. Lawrence Fishbourne played one hell of a role. Like, he really was the dad from the hood that held shit down. He wasn't no ignorant motherfucker. He wasn't talking with Ebonics all the fucking time. The nigga actually spoke proper. And even though he kicked back with his kid, like, he'll talk that shit with his little man, but him seriously, nah, he's not speaking like that, feel me? He was a self-righteous black man, feel me? He wasn't no fucking, no cool, no house nigga, no none of that shit. And that's why Trey was raised the way how Trey was. Now, my only problem with Trey, because I feel like, I was just glorifying Fury a little bit too much, but Fury deserves it. If you watch Boys in the Hood as a grown-ass man, feel me? There's a difference when you're watching at 12. There's a difference when you're watching at 16. When you in your 20s and up, my nigga, and you watching this shit, you have to look at this shit like, yo, Fury was the realest nigga in that movie. The nigga bust his gun. The nigga had a job. The nigga held it down for his kid. The nigga held it down for damn near the kids in the neighborhood. He was always on some shit like, yo, I ain't scared of my own kind, my nigga. Like, instead of us fighting each other, we need to come together. Keep it in the community. Now, his character was fire. My nigga, it blew my mind because I'm watching this shit now and I'm like, yo, this nigga was talking about gentrification back in the 90s, my nigga. The shit that's going on in New York right now, yo, that shit is mind-blowing, my nigga. Like, it's crazy, but okay, we're gonna move off from that shit. Now we're gonna talk about Trey. I feel like Trey was the realest nigga when he was a kid. When he got older, this nigga became in, like, Mac Daddy, nah. Like, that was his name. Mac Daddy, no. Like, nigga, this nigga don't know if he want to game the bitch or, like, you ever seen when he was talking to Lisa, I said Lisa, I'm thinking about Fresh Prince, I'm weak. Nah, Neil Long, Brandy, when he was talking to Brandy, and this nigga, like, his game was retarded. Like, he would, I don't know, this nigga have, like, short-term memory loss when he talking to the bitch or some shit, because the nigga, like, run off and then, perfect example. She'd be like, Trey, why don't you call me? This is Trey. Talk, run off anonymously, lean on something, and then think about it, ponder. I swear to you, my nigga, when they was in the barbecue, when Doughboy came home, the nigga was talking to Shorty. Shorty like, Trey, why you don't call me? The nigga said, hold on. And the nigga walked off into a corner. Nobody else was in the corner. A tree, rather. Nobody else was behind the tree. This nigga back was turned to the party, my nigga. Like, everybody's looking at you, my nigga. Like, it wasn't obvious everybody was looking at this nigga, but I looked at it like, yo, what the fuck is up with this nigga? This some more to be Mac, nigga? And that's when he asked Ricky, blase, blah, yo, she there? Nah, he left, and then Trey had to chase her. Now, my problem with Ricky was nobody was there for that nigga. Well, Ricky and Doughboy, they never had no real male role models, feel me? Because these niggas made mistakes from jump. A lot of people, oh, Ricky just trying to get a Ricky was a dumb nigga. Ricky was stupid. Ricky was just an athlete, feel me? Ricky, that's why what happened to Ricky happened. Now, I have another video where I don't think Ricky's dead, feel me? Me personally, you're going to have to click whatever. I think it's going to pop up probably at the end or somewhere in between. It might be an annotation for a card for my conspiracy theory as to why Ricky isn't dead. Niggas never seen a funeral for Ricky. At the end of the fucking movie, they said Doughboy buried his brother. They didn't say nobody else was at the burial. What am I to assume? No, nigga, because why? When I assume, I make an ass out of you and myself. So, no, I'm not going for that. Watch the other video, man. The Ricky conspiracy theory is real. But nah, Ricky was an idiot. Ricky was all bronze, no brains. That nigga was an athlete. The nigga threw a football. The nigga's always eating. Every fucking scene. If he's not drinking milk, he's eating like the nastiest bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich I've ever seen in my life. Dead ass, bro. I'm like, oh, this shit is a turn off, G's. Then we got Doughboy. Doughboy is the nigga who just came home and feels like he knows what's going on, even though he kind of lost in the fucking sauce his damn self. But I can't say too much about Doughboy. I mean, he's the thug. Like, it wasn't nothing about that nigga that was extra. And, feel me? He had the homies. Them niggas was the Maloke niggas. And then the niggas who was shooting shit up in the hood for no reason was them Paru niggas. I don't know why they was making blood niggas look like that, but I guess that's what it was. Probably Larry, what's his name? I think John Singleton, my bad. The nigga who made the movie, he probably had like some personal like run-in with the Bloods or some shit where niggas either wedged him or took his lunch money or roofed his fucking sneakers or some shit. Whatever the shit was, because he was really depicting them Paru niggas like they was some other shit, jeez. But yeah, though, man, this nigga Doughboy was thug life, bro. I mean, I don't know, but I can't say he was like the smartest nigga. I can't say he was the dumbest nigga. Feel me? But he was that nigga. I mean, you gotta give Doughboy his credit. Well, not even Doughboy. Them Loke niggas, they credit. Because when it came down to shit, when them blood niggas was busting off shotguns from the fucking car, this motherfucker Ice Cube and Monster and Dookie, these niggas was riding around with poles, my nigga. Niggas was riding around with sticks, G's. Sticks and convertibles, my nigga. Ain't hiding shit. So I was like, yo, props to them niggas. Them niggas went to go, they went to go hit up. What the fuck was that? Ew. See, that's why I don't fucking drink now. That shit is nasty, but word though, my nigga. Niggas had poles on them, and when they went to go hit a lick or hit a mission, niggas went to go do their damn thing, feel me? Overall, I know this might be gassing it, but I'm giving this shit 4.5 blunts. Feel me? I would give it the whole 5 blunts, but I got my own little personal gripe with certain shit that was depicted in the film. But overall, I give this movie out of 5 blunts, 4.5 blunts. Why? This is another film. You don't necessarily need intoxication for it. You could watch this shit. This shit's like an hour and 52 minutes long. After an hour long into it, that's when you really get into it. Because I believe in the first hour or so, it's like, it was all over the place. Not as far as like the storytelling, but as far as like the genre of how could you categorize this film. Because that's what makes the film so ill. That's why I really gave it a 4.5. Because it has drama, it has comedy, it has action, and it has reality shit in there. It's like, yo, this movie damn near has everything. Also, there's time skips in the movie. Like, it shows you from when niggas is kids to when niggas is grown ass men. Because I felt like when Trey was a little nigga, he was the realest little nigga alive. You can't tell him shit. He's out. He's smarter than you. He's going to tell you how he feels. And he's saying that shit with his chin up, chest poking out. Grown ass Trey, I feel like it happens to everybody. When we're younger, we're fearless as a motherfucker. As you get older, you get a little mature. Responsibilities kick in. And it's like, I don't think I'm going to do that shit. Feel me? So that's typical shit. This nigga Doughboy moms. I feel like I should blame her for whatever happened to both her kids, for Ricky dying and Doughboy dying. Because as I said earlier, they didn't have male role models and nobody to paint themselves after outside of Fury. Feel me? But Fury was one of them niggas like, yo, if you ain't my kid, it's only so much I can give a fuck about you. Know what I mean? Clear indication of this, when Ricky died, my nigga, you just was Ricky the day before in the car when y'all went to Compton. When Ricky died and Trey went to ride on them niggas, you talked Trey out of that. Why? Because that's not my business. You're my business. Feel me? So I see that point like, yo, even though Fury was the realest nigga in the movie, nigga, he was real to those that came to him. Understand what I'm saying? He didn't go out there preaching this shit. It was those who came to him. or was with his son that would catch that good gospel that Fury had to say, dig? But yeah, back to his mama though, because his mom, I don't know how to look at it. Should I look at it as, single black woman that's going through some shit, or just some ignorant bitch that was just waiting on a come up? Because it looked like she was praying on this nigga Ricky to go to the football league, like, oh, we getting out the hood out of this shit. Because it was nothing Doughboy did that was satisfactory to his mom. His mom did not like nothing at this thing. Nigga could have said, hi, mom, fuck off. Like shit like that. And it's like, yo, my nigga, if you got 2 kids, granted, you raising this shit by yourself, nigga, get help. Find a man or some shit. If you ain't gonna do that shit, this shit's gonna be a rough ride. You can't give out your love like that. Feel me? You can't do that shit in percentages. And if you gonna love them all the same way. If you ain't gonna love them the same way, hate them all the same way. It ain't no half and half shit. Cause this nigga he peeped that shit, and that's why him and Ricky bump heads like that. And that's fucked up to know that, yo, you and your brother got into a fist fight right before this nigga got blown the fucking smithereens and shit. Like, nigga, it was chunks of this nigga flying out. But I feel like if this nigga wasn't eating so fucking much and drinking so fucking much, he would have never had to go take a piss. Chances are him and Trey probably would have still been living. But again, check the conspiracy theory. Ricky is still alive, my niggas. Where's Ricky? Are you niggas? I ain't even gonna spill the beans. Just watch a movie. All I'm gonna say, higher learning and best man. And with that being said, I'm out of here like ball heads.